This is a story about money, but I will tell it through Babylon, a city built on stone, sand, and secrets. Because the rules of gold there are the same rules of money in your life today. There was a man named Bansir. He worked hard. He built chariots, wheels, and carts that carried other men's wealth across the desert. Yet every month his own purse stayed thin. He fed his family, paid the rent, settled a few debts, and then looked at his hands and asked a quiet, dangerous question. Am I poor because of the world, or because of the way I handle money? Bansir had a friend named Kobbi, a musician. Kobbi's songs filled the halls of rich men. Nobles laughed, clapped, and threw coins. Yet when Kobbi returned home, his wife weighed copper more carefully than gold. They both worked, they both sweated, and they both felt the same emptiness in their purses. Standing on a rooftop looking down at Babylon, Bansir said to Kobbi, "We are not the only poor men here, but we are the only ones who refuse to ask the right question." Kobbi asked, "What question?" Bansir answered, "How did the rich in Babylon become rich, and what are they doing with money that we are not doing?" At that moment, this story stopped being about two men and became about you. Because in every city, in every country, in every age, there are people who work hard yet stay poor, and others who, from the same starting point, grow their wealth. The difference is not magic, it is financial behavior. Bansir and Kobbi learned that Babylon's richest man was called Arkad. Years ago, Arkad was a poor boy copying clay tablets for a moneylender. Now he was known as the richest man in Babylon. His name was in the mouths of nobles. His seal was on caravans. His advice shaped the city's trade. Bansir turned to Kobbi and said, "Let's knock on Arkad's door. Not to beg for coins, but to ask for the rules he discovered. The rules that turned his empty purse into a full one." Kobbi hesitated. Why would he share those secrets? Bansir replied, "Because every wealthy person either learned them or does not know what they are doing. If Arkad learned them, maybe he will teach them. If he refuses, then Babylon will know we tried. But if he speaks, we will write them down, live them, and see if they change our lives." That night, Bansir made a quiet vow. No longer would he accept poverty as punishment or fate. He would treat money as a skill, something you could learn, practice, and master. By the time dawn came, Bansir and Kobbi were walking toward Arkad's house. The city around them had not changed. The rich still had gold, the poor still had worries. But inside two men, something new had begun. Because every financial transformation in history starts with one moment. The moment you realize that money must be learned, not just earned. Behind Arkad's door waited the first financial law. A rule so simple, most people ignore it. And in the next episode, Arkad will speak it aloud, not just for Babylon, but for anyone who finally dares to ask, how do I stop living like a poor man and start thinking like a rich one? This is the first episode of the series, The Richest Man in Babylon, 7 Ways of Gold. If you found value in this story, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel Money Health Motivation.